€951,000 before tax. That figure buys a car with no road registration, no FIA series entry, and no obligation to be anything other than exactly what it is. The Porsche 911 GT3 R Rennsport sits behind ropes at the Salzburg Motor Show in Ruby Star, part of the Hans-Peter Porsche Traumwerk collection. And the question it asks is not whether you can afford it. The question is whether a car built purely to be driven, with no destination and no competition, is the most honest thing Porsche has ever made. That answer is in the verdict. Think about the last time you stood next to a car and felt your posture change. You straighten up, you slow down. That is what happens when you approach this car on the show floor. The rear wing hits you first. It traces the profile of the 935 from '77 that raced at the 1978 Daytona 24 Hours. And it needs additional structural braces to handle the aerodynamic load at speed. That is a functional decision inherited from a car that won Le Mans. The carbon fiber bodywork shares only the bonnet and roof with the GT3 R race car this is based on. Grant Larson and Thorsten Klein at Style Porsche redesigned everything else. The wide arches flare over 18-inch BBS wheels wearing Michelin tires that were developed for this car alone. Digital cameras replace side mirrors. If you crouch at the side profile, the rocker line pulls the visual mass low without any plastic cladding, pretending the platform sits lower than it does. This is a car where every surface is load-bearing or weight-saving. Nothing is decorative. The 9,400 RPM that earns these proportions is next, and that figure changes how everything you just saw reads. 4.2-liter naturally aspirated flat 6, 620 horsepower, rear-wheel drive through a 6-speed sequential racing gearbox. The engine uses bespoke pistons, Rennsport-specific camshafts, and a compression ratio the FIA would never allow in competition. That is the point. The GT3 R race car makes 557 horsepower because the balance of performance rulebook limits it. Remove the rulebook and you get 63 more horsepower, a 9,400 RPM redline, and an unsilenced exhaust with a centrally mounted double tailpipe that is the default configuration. Porsche offers a muffled version for circuits with noise restrictions, but the car ships loud. 1,250 kilograms race-ready, 2 kilograms per horsepower. Imagine your road car. Now imagine removing everything from it that is not directly involved in making you go faster or stop harder. The seats, the carpet, the infotainment, the sound deadening, the air conditioning, the door handles as you know them. What remains is this. That power-to-weight ratio puts it closer to a prototype Le Mans car than anything wearing a 911 silhouette. Through the window of the GT3 R Rennsport, you can see the roll cage, a 6-point racing harness, and a steering wheel that carries more information than most dashboards. The driving position is low and central. There is no passenger seat pretending this is a two-seater. There is no infotainment screen. The instrument cluster delivers lap data, and the seat holds you at sustained lateral load. 4 things visible, all of them focused on one purpose only: 77 units. That number is the lineage. Porsche built exactly 77 of the 935 in 2019, which was itself the successor to the 935 from 1978. This car closes the trilogy, and the production number is the signature. At auction, one example has already been estimated at nearly $2 million. Whether that figure represents collectors chasing scarcity or people recognizing that a naturally aspirated flat 6 at 9,400 RPM, without a turbocharger, without hybrid assistance, and without any regulation shaping its output, might be the last of its kind, is the question underneath the price. Several of you have asked me to cover more cars like this. After this one, I understand why. The GT3 R Rennsport does not justify itself against a rival. It justifies itself against the idea that every car needs a purpose beyond driving. Some do, this one does not. And standing next to it, I think that is the most confident thing Porsche has said in years. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button and subscribe for more content just like this. Leave a comment below with your thoughts or questions. I read every single one. And don't forget to click the bell icon to get notified about my next upload. See you in the next video.